If you're training the planche, front lever or any other calisthenics skill but you're feeling stuck, this video is for you. And today I'm going to show you the best way to train for static skills and how to actually make progress, so let's go straight into it. But before going into the actual system how to train static skills, I have a quick disclaimer for you. If you're just starting calisthenics, maybe you're training for 1 or 2 months and you still can do at least 15 pull-ups and 20 dips, this is what you should be focusing on right now. And I have a lot of videos on my channel about improving basics. I'm going to link them in the description so you can check them out and get back to this video later. So when it comes to learning static skills like the planche, front lever, handstand or even handstand push-ups, it doesn't matter, you have to train them specifically. Because for example, if you want to unlock the planche but you're going to train weighted dips, it's never going to help you to get better in the planche. Yes, you're going to get stronger overall, but it's not specific. It's not going to help your body to adapt for the planche. So we have 4 main types of exercises. As you can see here, on the first place we have progression holds, we have straight arm dynamics, we have bent arm dynamics, and we have conditioning exercises. So when we are learning any type of skill, we are going to use only these 4 types of exercises. So the progression holds are going to be the most specific ones. This is when, for example, you wanna get the planche, so you're going to do progression holds that you can hold. For example, tuck, advanced tuck, straddle planche, and so on. I am sure that you have seen them on Instagram, YouTube, and so on. So you know what I'm talking about. This is going to be the most specific exercise that you can use for the skills that you're trying to unlock. And also you can use bends for, bridging the gap between progressions. For example, if you can hold advanced tuck for 10 seconds but you want to go to straddle planche, you can use bends, and this is going to be still super specific. Then the second type of exercise is straight arm dynamics. This is going to be also very specific because you're doing the movement with straight arm. And this is going to be more specific than the bent arm dynamics. So usually these are pretty hard, the straight arm dynamics. So if right now you're on advanced tuck planche, most likely you're not going to be able to do tuck planche presses or any other dynamic movements. So you're going to use bends. You can do straight arm press to handstand from tuck planche. I'm going to post a video here so you can see what I'm talking about, but there are still some exercises that you can use, or for example planche lean presses. This is also a good one, and they are not so hard, so most likely you're going to be able to do them. So this is still super specific. Then we have bent arm dynamics, and this is going to be planche push-ups, front lever pull-ups, and of course you're going to do them with a progression that is doable for you. So if you can hold advanced tuck or advanced tuck front lever, you can do front lever pull-ups with a bend on advanced tuck, or for the planche you can do planche tuck push-ups. These are going to be pretty doable for you if this is your level now. So it's not as specific as these 2 exercises, but it's still pretty specific because you're doing them in the progressions of the skills that you're trying to unlock. And finally we have conditioning exercises. So these exercises are basically light exercises that are going to help you to understand the technique of the skill, but they're not going to fatigue you so much, and most likely you're going to do them at the end of your workout just for some extra volume and once again understanding of the movement. So for example, conditioning exercises are planche lean, protraction and retraction. Once again I'm going to post a video here so you can see what I'm talking about. And these type of exercises are mainly used just for understanding the technique and actually feeling the skill, understanding how to engage your muscles properly. And now the main question is how to structure everything and how to actually train properly for the skills. And here you need to understand that every person is different, every person has different goals, level, split and so on, but I'm still going to show you a general structure that you need to keep in mind and that you can adjust to your level and to your goals. So here you can see basically 100% and 0%. So this is specificity. How specifically you're going to train the skill. In the beginning of the workout, most likely, most people, they are going to start the workout with holds or negatives. So progression holds or negatives of a progression that you're trying to unlock. For example, if you're trying to unlock the straddle plunge and you're pretty good with the balance, you can do a handstand. What you can do is you can do straddle plunge negatives. And this is going to help you to feel the movement, and you can start with that because this is going to be super specific and it's going to be pretty intense for you. Then once you finish with holds and negatives, you can go to dynamics. As you can see, this is straight arm dynamics because this is going to be more specific than bent arm dynamics. So once you're done with the holds, you can do a couple of sets for dynamics and then you can finish with bent arm dynamics. So basically these three pillars of your workout. And also you can see here conditioning. I put conditioning in the beginning on 100% specificity because it is very specific obviously, but most likely you're going to do this at the end of the workout as a bonus because you don't want to start with that because you want to start with the most intense stuff that you can do. But this is also super specific. And now I'm just going to give you an example of a real workout structure that you can follow. Alright, so let's say that your level now is advanced tuck hold, good form for 10 seconds. It doesn't matter a plunge, front lever, this applies to every single skill. Once again, your goal now is to go to super advanced tuck. This is going to be the next progression that you want to unlock. So you're going to start the workout with 3 sets of super advanced tuck hold with LB. This is a light bend. So super specific exercise, you're trying to bridge the gap between the progressions. Then the second exercise is going to be just advanced tuck hold without a bend. And like these 2 exercises are going to be the most specific ones. And then we keep going with 2 sets of plunge lean presses, so straight arm dynamics, still super specific. And we're going to finish with advanced tuck push-ups with a light bend because most likely if this is your level, you still can't do advanced tuck push-ups without the bend. So this can be one of your workouts during the week, following the structure that I showed you earlier with the specific exercises. So you start with the most specific ones and then you keep going with some dynamic movements. And of course, after that you can do some conditioning if you want to, or you can just do some other skills that you want to train. For example, back levers, I don't know, maybe you want to do basics, like any other stuff that you also want to train. Just make sure that it's not going to be too much because you're already going to be pretty tired from the plunge work. And if you feel like you need some professional help for structuring your workouts and getting to the next level in calisthenics, you can apply for my one-on-one coaching. It's the first link in the description. It's just a simple application, you're going to fill it out, and in the next 24 hours I'm going to reach out to you and we are going to see how I can actually help you out. But just to let you know, this is only for the people that are serious about calisthenics. They're ready to put in the work, they're ready to stay consistent, and they need the right guidance. And basically that was it for today's video. I hope that now you have a better understanding of how to train properly for static skills. The most important thing is to take action and to use this information into your workouts. Expect redemption as always, and see you in the next one.